let's talk about your mom.
Oh, he's hurt! He's hurt! He's hurt! Oh! Big shots by Slaughter!
Kind of fun, I think. So, let's talk about your mom.
Okay.
Your mom and her thoughts about you fighting.
Well,
This is like when you have your mom at your fights.
I don't even know the last time Mom's been to one of my fights. Now that I think about it, but
She was at the Schweitzer fight or whatever his name was. She was there.
She was at that one. Yeah.
She tends to walk out.
Yeah. Nah, Mom does not like the fights, and it's funny because me talking about my students starting to come up. A lot of them are younger.
Right.
A lot of their parents come to the fights. Mom specifically, man, like they be losing their minds. They lose.
You said moms in general?
Moms specifically, parents in general, but moms specifically. Dads are a little more like, come on, son, win the fight.
Right.
But when it's your mom out there and, her babies in the ring,
right.
You know what I'm saying? She's always like, why you let these people hit you?
That is, to me, hilarious. I'm like, it's a fight.
And it's like, I'm not letting this dude hit me. It's like,
right.
Yeah. So,
why are you letting him hit you? I'm like, well, that's what this is all about. This is about be hit, and hope you don't get hit hard.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, I think me and my style, I do a pretty good job actually not taking too much damage.
Right.
I think if I was to ever come home with, we knock on wood, if I was to ever come home with like a gash over my eye or like a big old black eye, that hasn't happened yet.
You came home with that lump on your leg that
yes,
one time,
yeah,
and she was freaking out.
Yeah, and that wasn't even that bad. I feel like I've given a lot more people bad damage than they have me.
Right.
So, let me knock on wood again. But it's moms are always gonna trip up about it. But it's dope that they still come to support. Like,
absolutely, because they will jump in the ring if they have to. I think that's what's interesting about some moms is that on one hand they be acting like, they be doing all this kind of stuff, but the moment you go down, they will go running in the ring.
Yeah, I remember that at my first fight with Ahmad. That was something. Do you remember that?
What do you mean?
No, do you remember what happened with Mom and
is that the one they got into a fight?
Yeah,
afterward?
They didn't get into a fight, but
an argument because was Jordan.
Yeah. So pretty much, long story short, it was my fourth fight or whatever. I think it was my first title fight. It was my first fight with Ahmad Alatma. Shout out Ahmad if you're watching this. But I remember at the time, we didn't really know each other at the time, at least not like personally or not like how we do now. I'm cool with Ahmad now. But I think a lot of the guys from like his gym, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Of course they gonna shout not nice things.
Right.
But for my mom and my two sisters were there as well. For them to hear that, they take it kind of personally.
Sure.
So they start like barking back at the fucking gym full of trained fighters, acting like they're gonna do something. And my mom and sisters wound up getting kicked out.
Kicked him out. Greg's wife put them out.
So goofy. So I lost the fight, and my family gets kicked out.
It was quite a night because I remember asking, "Where's everybody?"
Yeah. And I didn't even realize until like I'm walking out, and I'm like, "Wait, you guys weren't there at the end?" Yeah.
Greg's wife came over to me, and she was like, "I had to put your daughters out. They were acting such and such," and I get outside, and Jordan was like, "They shouldn't have been saying that," and I was like, "Girl,
yeah," and lessons learned. They've been to my fights since, and
And what tickles me about your sister, who's a second-degree black belt, she be standing over on the side, and she actually be getting. I watch her, and she be going down and like, "No, don't do this," and she ain't just talking; she actually knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and it's funny to me because like I look at it from different lenses. I'm gonna be the first person to say when I go to a fight, there are times I scream some heinous stuff. I ain't never gonna talk about nobody's family or nothing like that. I'm not gonna call him ugly or nothing, but like I'm gonna beat his ass.
Right.
Punch him in the It's like,
and hope that the guy survives because in the end, we want that, but while you in there,
I just hate it. Yeah, I just hate it when like people like cover or lie about their intentions. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are fighters. Our job is, in my mind, I'm gonna hurt you as badly as possible, and like that's what it is. Obviously, I don't wish you any like life altering injuries or anything.
Right.
But like that's what I've trained for these past months and weeks. I'm not gonna pull back now.
Right.
Afterwards I'll be like, "Hey, you all right?"
But, sound like your mom just came
in.
That is. And it's a beautiful thing though, Octavius. The fight is actually a beautiful, it's a vicious, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
and we call it martial arts.
Yeah,
it's actually an art.
It's like all that energy that you've put into the camp in the weeks beforehand. It's like, yeah, that's gonna flourish the night of. You know, I'm not gonna hold back. You know, all these past months, I've been thinking about kicking you in the head.
Right. And the scars, man, are actually like rewards that you can take home with you. You can. You got cuts and bruises and stuff and blood. It's like these are the awards and the rewards that you get for going in the ring.
It's always better when you win.
Your battle scars.
You can laugh about the cuts a lot more when you win.
Yes,
when
you can.
You lose, you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror. But and it's not a loss; it's a lesson.
That's correct.
And that's real.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, man. Yeah, we got some good stuff there.
He's hurt! Oh! Big shots by Slaughter!